in the den tonight, and of course it's a very special night because we are days away from NXT deadline. First night of predictions for this week. We have another prediction show, but first stop NXT, of course, like I said, uncut in the den.
That is right, you guys. We are now on Tuesday night, of course, for NXT Uncut. We are on the rise of Deadline this week, and when I tell you, they have definitely took it up a notch tonight. So many. We finally get to figure out who's going to be the last people to join. Those who are already part of the Iron Survivor Challenge. We got new matches being made. We have someone who's supposed to be a GM now. And Trick and Mello are still, the story is still coming out about so much, and I'm personally am just not ready for it. But Nikki, how did you think about NXT tonight? First of all, I see what y'all doing, WWE, because y'all did this for Survivor Series, changing the matches immediately, switching out people, and now we're in another situation like this here. Luckily, I haven't done anything for Deadline yet, so I'm not as mad. But still, I just think of NXT tonight headed into Deadline.
It was a great show. It was, to me, it was better than last week. There was just something about the take home episode for NXT. Like, it's always something new, something different. We don't even know. We have one match starting off. We have injuries. There's so much. I mean, so much story was built in just 2 hours that is crazy. And then on top of all of that, we get the women interrupting a men's match. And I don't think I've never seen that ever happen in the history of WWE. Correct me if I'm wrong, but history was definitely made tonight when when men's wrestling literally suffered for the sake of women's wrestling. So I thought it was good, though. Some crazy booking from HBK tonight and his team.
It was, but I mean, we have to go ahead and get into it. I mean, of course, we talked about what we finally figure out who's going to make it to the final, who's going to be that final person to join those who are part of that Women's Iron Survivor Challenge match. Thea Hale, Roxanne Perez, Fallon Henley, and Kiana James are all 4 people who tried to advance in the Iron Survivor tournament by competing in those qualifying matches, but they were all unsuccessful. 2 of them caused each other their own matches. Let's start there. But nonetheless, I feel like with this match here, great opening. All of the girls, they did a great job in this match. I do remember what you were saying last week in regards to Kiana and Roxanne. I mean, it happened. They said, fuck the match. We got real beef. Okay? We got real beef. And basically, to be honest, that's a lot of damn candy wrapper. They took themselves out of the situation and what?
They knocked over his candy bowl.
Yes, they did. All the Laffy Taffies.
I just realized that.
The Skittles are all out on the floor. Ain't gonna be pissed. You need to super glue your candy box to the damn desk.
I'm surprised he didn't grab it.
Girl, he didn't have time.
Right.
He had to get out of the way unless he want to get landed on. But yeah, those 2, this feud between Kiana and Roxanne has definitely heated up. I appreciate it because in the midst of this fatal 4-way, there's story obviously building between Kiana and Roxanne. Which leads into, of course, their match that was announced later on tonight. But Fallon Henley, shout out to Fallon for getting this victory. It would have been nice, Cynthia, but I feel like Fallon is on a redemption run. Like, she needs this moment for herself because I feel like Fallon has kind of got lost a little bit, or she may have not been utilized as much, but she's a phenomenal talent and a great wrestler. So I think that her being a part of the finals, or being the final person to join for the Iron Survivor match, I think that it was a great choice for her. It would have been nice if it had been like Kiana, but Kiana got Roxanne to deal with. So, but she still made it to the card though. So that
Yeah.
also helps out a lot too though.
A
But
lot
what
of
did you think?
women. A lot of women. I think Fallon was a good choice. I still
Mhm.
wanted to see Kiana be able to be in this match because I think she adds something. She adds that spice to every match, including this match tonight. And I think
Right.
that we have had so much of Roxanne that it's good to see them two be paired
Mhm.
up with and giving Kiana something. But I think it was a good choice. I did want to see Thea win because I
Yeah.
do think that she's a phenomenal wrestler, and I think all these women are all great wrestlers, and I think Fallon is going to be able to prove herself. But I'm
Mhm.
still like Fallon and Kalani, I get it, but I don't know. Like they that is not I'm not upset about it because of what we got from
Right.
obviously Kiana James and Roxanne Perez, but it's going to be very interesting to see how some of the newbies, if they can outstand, two former NXT Women's Champions, you know,
Mhm.
and a few rookies who are hungry as hell. I've never seen outside of Impact, outside of the knockouts, I've never seen a women's division more hungrier than the NXT girls.
Yeah.
So
They definitely have been putting on
yeah,
for the while. Like I thought in the point where it was gonna be like, damn, what's gonna happen for the girls? Are they're gonna be able to, get that growth and that spotlight that they need to show why they are or can follow into the footsteps of those of the past NXT alumni at that too, who have made it to the main roster and have their own careers and everything too. So but shout out to Fallon for getting that victory, girl. That she hey, when we get to that summit, that's where it really, really that's where it really, really get kick off. Speaking of kicking off, I'm sorry. Wesley, I'm sorry. My fault. Wesley will be spending 8 to 12 months on the shelf because of a back injury. How did he sustain this injury? I have absolutely no idea, but he did. And well, Dominic, he of course he does come out because Wesley was supposed to face Dominic this week for deadline for the North American Championship. And Dominic, he comes out and says, "Oh, Wesley, you can go home. I'm going to get the night off and everything." And Wesley is like, "No, you're not getting the night off. Someone in particular has an opponent for you, and somehow you're related to this person." My pop for Rey Mysterio, of course, like I love it. And Rey Mysterio was like, "Son, let me tell you something. If you think that you're about to get the night off and not defend your title, Cap, it's not happening. I'm sorry. You're going to work, buddy. Okay? You're going to work." And he's going to work with someone that he has been across fires with before, Dragon Lee. And I mean, could it be? Rhea Ripley will be in the corner of Dominic Mysterio, and Rey Mysterio will be in the corner of Dragon Lee this Saturday. So I think that is interesting. It's really interesting to see Dragon Lee be the one to get this opportunity. In a sense, like, did y'all not have like not saying nothing's wrong with Dragon Lee being a part of this because I mean the match is going to be a banger, period. But it's like nobody else was available to be chosen outside of Dragon Lee for Dominic. That would have been like my only thing. I mean, he's already getting opportunities this week for the United to be in the tournament for the United States Championship. So it kind of makes me feel like he's not going to win on Friday. Reason why he has this match here on Saturday, and Santos is going to move on. But I'm just saying this is what it seems like, because Friday Night SmackDown does happen before deadline. I don't know, but Dominic, you're gonna have your hands full. But I mean, honestly, truly, that's a 20-year vet, Mickey James. He's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna go out the way that he does. And Dominic has been killing it since he's won this championship, and he's definitely grown a lot in his character, in his in-ring ability. Like, just overall, Dominic Mysterio has had a huge growth, a huge turnaround. I would say that. So I don't know. We'll have to find out. Also, there was an announcement of the NXT men's breakout tournament that would be happening next week. To say, so these are the gentlemen who will be joining or be a part of the NXT breakout tournament. We have Riley Osborne, Canoe Carver, Trayvon Heights, Dion Lennox, sorry, Luca Crufistino, Miles Bourne, Trey Bearhill, and Oba Femi. All these gentlemen will be a part of the NXT Men's Breakout Tournament. It's going to be quite interesting. Some of these gentlemen I am familiar with. I have seen them before, and some of them I have not. But I think it's going to be great because we're really getting new faces outside of Miles. If you actually pay attention, or Trayvon, you know him too. But we're really getting new faces here for the Men's Breakout Tournament, and I think that's great. This allows everyone to get a chance to get to know a lot of these gentlemen. If they're not watching Level Up or they don't go to the NXT live shows, you're able to actually see their in-ring ability, get to be familiarized with them a little bit more. And I think it's going to be great. I'm sure they're going to drop the bracket soon as to who's going to be, who's going to be starting out and so on and so forth. So, yeah, it's going to be great. Riley Osborne, he does attend Chase University. So, like I said, I'm familiar with some of them. We did see him tonight. What do you think, Nikki? Are you excited?
Shout out to Dion Lennox with your fine ass.
I agree.
That's what I don't give a fuck about none of this. I don't give a damn who wins. I'm ready to see that man. He gives me Julius Creed vibes. I'm ready to see if he's gonna wear boxers, briefs, pants. I know he ain't wearing pants. He better not wearing pants because I seen him on the live. He ain't.
Nah, he ain't. Well, I hope y'all not trying to cover it up. Cause
banger. Oh, it is TV. But yeah, I'm going for him. I don't give a damn. I think that this was very interesting because there were a lot of the women that I knew, but not many of the men. And I think that's what breakout really means, is like you may have seen their face, but you didn't see them in a match. Like Ariana Grace already had a match, Kalani Jordan already had. Like, there were people, in my opinion, that were a little too established to consider to be a breakout.
Yeah.
But I think for the women, I feel like it almost has to happen like that. I'm sure there's a plethora of men back there, more men back there than women maybe that haven't. And I do think that the women do get on TV a little quicker in NXT. Now, we did see Dion Lennox. He was escorting Jade Cargill when she was watching the match. So I don't know. I'm excited though. Some good eye candy. Always here for some eye candy. NXT really knows how to really step it up with the men. So I don't know. I don't even know who's gonna win. Like, I don't even know who advances. I don't know anything about these men. So I'm excited because, it's just fresh. It feels like, okay, I have no idea what's going on, kind of thing.
Right. It's like a very unpredictable thing, and I think that's what makes it what's going to make this tournament really special for the men. So yeah, it starts next week. Speaking of NXT Women's Breakout Tournament winner, Lola Vice takes on Tatum Paxley. I am so happy to see Tatum back on my screen. It's been a while, unless you've seen her, of course, on like Level Up or whatever. But I personally absolutely love Tatum. From the moment that I saw her, I was like, this girl is really, really good in the ring. Like, now that she's kind of gone over to the twisted dark side and everything, is definitely showcased in her in-ring ability now. And we really don't see that much though. But she really, she's one of my favorites to see in the ring. But she takes on Lola Vice. We all know Breakout Tournament, who said that, maybe she feel like she want to cash in her her contract on Lyra and everything like that. But who honestly knows what she's going to do. But shout out to Tatum, even though she did not get the victory. But it seems like there's a little tease of something between Elektra and Lola. I don't know what it is, but it seems like Elektra could cost Lola the damn opportunity to actually beat Lara if she chooses to cash it in. By the way that they kind of been giving each other those stares or whatever. But I absolutely love Tatum. I think she's great. I want to see her more on NXT and not just level up, or main event. I actually want to see her on TV, and I'm glad she's getting that time now. So I don't know if Nikki's frozen or what, but
Sorry, I had a damn brain fart. This Lola is really the epitome of like a diva to me. Like I have to be honest. Like I just don't feel it. And I think a lot of people from what I've seen, the spaces we've been in, the people that like her, normally men, like her because of how she looks, not because of her ability. And this is the problem that I have when they put and there's no way in hell that anyone truly thinks that Lola is a breakout star over Kalani Jordan or even over Ariana Grace. What sucks about this is the lack of talent she has in wrestling. And I think that's what bothers me. People said the same thing about Lash Legend, and Lash Legend has started to put on some bangers. Like she's gotten better. We saw that tonight. And I'm hoping that's going to happen with Lola. But I just think her fan base is just so driven by the politics of sexuality. If that's cool. Because we do it with the men. To be fair, we do it with we do it with a lot of people. So I get it. But if I 9 times out of 10, if I find a man attractive, he can wrestle. And this is just Tatum out wrestling the person who's supposed to be the breakout is just disgusting. I'm ready for her to cash in. I'm ready for her to do whatever the hell she's gonna do. But if they make her champion, I think it's just gonna be another Mandy Rose without the actual ability to actual wrestle. And Mandy could wrestle, in my opinion. Lola is just I don't know. She's boring as fuck to me, and I don't get it. And I get it. Like I get it because it's a people love how she looks, her assets. That's amazing. But assets don't bring you to the glory days of a WrestleMania main event. Like thinking of the pinnacle of the women who's held the NXT Women's Championship, she's not one of those women that I want on that list.
mm-hmm.
But it is what it is, honey. She got the win. Obviously, she had to get the damn win. But Tatum obviously is the better wrestler, and it looks like she's the better character development at this point too. I just think it's really unfortunate. I'm going to be honest that Lola is the breakout. It's really telling a bit.
I mean, that is very true. I feel like there were other girls a part of that tournament that really could have used that opportunity. I mean, she already has her own established career, being an MMA fighter and stuff like that. But I mean, it felt pretty obvious that she would be the person to win because the crowd absolutely loves her or whatever. And they obviously they doing the dances and everything, but I don't know. I can't get past it. She looks like she belongs on tour with Jennifer Lopez. I'm not gonna even lie. Like that's really what I get from her per se. But I don't know. Lola gets the victory, and I mean, I guess whatever she chooses to cash in on Miss Lyra Valkyria, if they make her champion, I have no idea. That'll just be terrible. Also, Joe Gacy was out here being a fan, scaring the children. Girl, he looked homeless. I don't know, but he was out here as well. Praise the Lord. We move on to what I would have to say is probably one of my favorite matches for the night. Alpha Academy versus Meta 4. Man, this feud between this group has been really, really good to see on NXT. And I mean, we have to really get into the moment of the night. Lash Legend, like scoop slamming Otis, like who would have thought? Like I know a lot of people have had their own, rhetoric about Lash Legend, her in-ring ability, her mic skills, blah blah, compared her to Bianca, la la la, whatever. But that girl proved tonight, like, listen, she she's a strong girl too. Okay. She's not one of them to play with. And it definitely showed with her tonight. I think her and Maxine really, really outshine tonight in this match. So I'm happy to see Maxine wrestle a little bit more. It's nice to see that. Despite her just being an eye candy to most, she's actually been showcasing her in ring ability. She's been showcasing that she can keep up with some of the other girls. And I mean, it's all about growth for her. But with Lash, I mean, Lash has truly like been to the point where when she first debuted, and then kind of being knocked down in a couple notches, not seeing her losing to Nikita Lyons on multiple times, and then like just going to the point where we don't see her at all whatsoever. And now seeing her being a part of Metaphor, being in the tag team with Jakara, and being in the matches here where the women are being involved with the men, I think that it is great. I absolutely enjoy seeing Lash and the her and Otis. I don't know, girl. Otis, he's a happy camper, honey. He wants him some chocolate, girl, and you are it. Cause look at the happiness on his face, and you just like, girl, I can't. I feel like I feel like Lash may come around, to Otis a bit. She's got to get a little. She got to get used to Otis. Otis know how to pull the women. Okay, we've seen it.
Yeah, Otis is the fucking man. I don't
You know
care.
how to get
He's
you.
the man. He's the fucking man. He has personality, humor. He has everything that I feel like he's the epitome to me of what happens when you don't go looks first and you
Yeah.
actually try to find someone who's actually like Otis to me is perfect. Like personality, the aura, you know, it's funny because he's been in so many different storylines with the women now. I mean, Mandy Rose, Maxine, now Lash, and seeing Lash, I genuinely think Lash was the star of tonight's show. Definitely MVP. Different segments. This was amazing. The power bomb was absolutely astonishing. She really got to show off her being an NCAA athlete, being collegiate, like a Bianca Belair or a Charlotte who didn't come from wrestling. And I think it's very interesting because Lash, I think in like 2 to 3 years, if not earlier, Lash is going to be on that pinnacle, on that level of stardom. Like she's a star to me. Her mic skills are just phenomenal. She's over the top. She's extra, but she's not what everyone tried to make her out to be, like a ripoff Bianca.
Yeah.
Like the only similarities that I see in her and Bianca are black women, and they typically tend to want to box black women in this. Oh, everyone after Bianca is Bianca, or everyone after Sasha is Sasha. There was no other woman like Sasha. There's no other woman like Bianca. And I truly think that there's not going to be a woman like Lash. I think Lash is really creating her own lane. Metaphor, in my opinion, is one of the best factions that we've seen in a long time in NXT, not only because of it being intergender, but there are some solid ass talkers, and they look like stars. They all look like they just jumped out of a revamp of 90210. Like they all genuinely look like stars. And I think Lash really, 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 really got the shine tonight, especially in this segment. But good ass match. And I was very, very sports entertained. Okay.
Wrestling and sports entertainment is the best thing that you could get, and that's exactly what we did get. Despite Metaphor did lose to Alpha Academy, but shout out to Alpha Academy, they did pick up that victory. Man, okay, so of course, after the match that had happened with the Fatal 4-Way for the women, obviously Kiana, Roxanne just constantly cannot get along with each other. Even after they went through that table spot, even after they're both sitting there hurting, backs hurting, stomach hurt, whatever, they were still trying to go at each other. So Ava was like, I'm gonna take it in matters into my own hands. Since you guys don't know how to stop trying to fight each other, we're gonna go ahead and get this official for Saturday. We're gonna get this taken care of. So she leaves out of HBK's office, basically let it be known that this Saturday, Kiana James and Roxanne Perez will be in a steel cage match at Deadline. So I'm happy to see that we are getting more matches because I thought maybe the only matches that were announced we were going to get. But I mean, hey, we have more women being added to a pay per view, and this is a few that is happening. Why not put their ass in a damn steel cage? I think they should have a parking lot brawl since that was really the match there last week when they was on that damn somebody's vehicle and shit or whatever. But I don't know what Ava has going on. It seems like she's taking up the authority figure role and calling the shots, making matches, or being the, I guess, assistant or whatever to Shawn Michaels. She's making shit happen. You know, she's been put in the forefront, and obviously she's being trusted to do that because I don't see anybody else as of right now doing that, and she doesn't really have anything else going on. So why not?
Yeah, the most randomest shit of the night.
It is.
Like by far, there's no way in hell anyone. I don't even know what the fuck they thought. This is the stupidest shit. Like, it's cool. Like, I'm cool with her being in the role, but she's just so she gives me like socially awkward in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I see her like giving lines and shit, I'm like, she's a good talker. It's just she gives me that like socially awkward kind of feel where I'm just like, girl, get it out. But this is the randomest shit ever. Like you can't tell me I pulled up to NXT and thinking that they was gonna have Ava being a whole Nick Aldis in NXT. That's fucking crazy.
Listen, they got to give us something to do. I mean, otherwise she's gonna be backstage trying to break up fights or whatever. And I mean, hey, the women are running NXT obviously, so why not allow someone that we don't see that often run the women's division or run NXT. Put shit in place. People coming up and telling her to make shit happen, and she's making shit happen. So I think that is great for her. Despite the socially awkwardness of her. More women, ladies and gentlemen. We had our women's art survival summit. Fallon Henley, Kalani Jordan, Blair Davenport, Lash Legend, and Tiffany Stratton, along with Byron Saxon. And honestly, this turned into more of a debate, bickering type of summit, where the girls are just truly like on each other's necks, from Lash and Tiffany to Kalani and Lash to Fallon and Tiffany to Blair just being like, girl, I don't give a damn about none of y'all, honestly, because I know what I'm about to do in this match, and all y'all bitches just do is run y'all damn out. Point blank, period. But Lash and Tiffany, though, yeah, they that was something.
That's
I
a
will.
mother off.
I enjoyed that the most between those two because I mean Tiffany is someone who's not gonna back down. Lash is definitely not gonna back down. And I mean, child, they were both ripping through each other. I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoyed this moment because you really got to see those girls like truly talk and be within their character. And fun fact, the reason why these two make such a great pair or mesh is because they're both Tauruses. So the fact of that you have two Tauruses trying to going back and forth with each other and like, girl, it's hilarious. I love it. I enjoy everything about it. And I mean, even in the midst of all of this, Fallon slapped the shit out of goddamn Tiffany's chest. It was nasty. It was so nasty and so rude. But I
So
love it.
nice. Big Taurus energy. You know how we get down, big personalities. What's very funny about this is they are giving their big bull energy. Like, I'm not backing down. Tiffany, one thing that I love about Tiffany is she doesn't give a damn who it is, how big, how small. She is going to stand up for her getting back and becoming the first in this generation to be a two-time NXT Women's Champion. And I truly think that she didn't lose that title for just no reason. I feel like my girl Tiffy is gonna get her big moment. But Lash and Tiffy were definitely the stars. Kalani fell out of place. Just Blair did as well. Fallon was feeling out of place, and then she made her place very known. But I think to the other two, like Blair, the mic, it was not going. And
I
then
think
Lonnie, she just fell really underneath all the other girls. Like, no, no, hell no.
I just think like with Blair, like she is definitely not the best on the mic at all whatsoever. You know, that's one thing I do say that she does lack is mic skill. Wrestling can only take you so far, but if you can't talk, girl, how you gonna defend yourself? I guess with your hands or something. Um, but I would be here for like Tiffany and like look at this photo here. It's like, girl, this is like two versions of Nikki. Like two versions of Nikki. Like you don't know which one you're gonna get, but this is like two versions of Nikki right here. I'm telling you,
This is literally Nikki Bougie.
literally. Like Lash is Nikki and Tiffany is Bougie. You never know which one you're gonna get. But I would love to see those two. Actually, I hope that with this Iron Survivor women's match, it does lead to like a feud between those two somehow, some way. Um, we also, well, we didn't get Nathan versus Axiom because, of course, the women interrupted it. Came in and was like, "Girl, y'all having a match? Fuck that match. Get your ass out the way. We got shit to handle. Okay, we don't give a damn about none of that at all whatsoever. We have a match happening this week that's more serious, and they just like, what the hell is going on here? Like, what the fuck? Y'all can't. What? They literally got their ass out the ring. Like, you see this? Like, who cares? Like, the women are going crazy. They needed to really get this shit out, and I was not expecting them to come out at all whatsoever and interrupt the match, but glad they did because it does save Nathan and Axiom for Saturday and everything. But I thought it was great. Let them brawl out. I'm enjoying the fact that y'all letting women brawl before their matches because it at least gives people an ounce of care. You know, not saying that people may not care, but at least make you feel like, oh my god, I'm so ready for deadline. Who could it be? Who could win? You have no idea. So, and Nikita Lyons returns officially, I guess you could say. And obviously, I know people like, well, why the hell did she kick Blair? Well, Blair was the reason why the girl had a tore ACL because when Blair was running around up under that damn hood, knocking bitches upside their damn head, she also clocked Nikita Lyons and the girl in the parking lot. And Homegirl was out of there for a year. So there's your reason why. And Nikita Lyons is back. And I'm sure that she's definitely going to put her hands on Miss Blair Davenport. I will say that. So welcome back, Nikita. Um, Shira, if you know, you know.
When she get that Drake feature, I'ma laugh.
Oh, girl.
No cap, no kizzy. When he gonna bring her ass out on that tour, she gonna
Oh,
lie that damn hoe, lie that damn hoe.
girl. I can imagine her being on the
Hey,
cabaret.
she
Like,
would eat. She would eat the fuck down on the cabaret for real. Jocelyn need to get her like. Well, I'm sure they can't now because of contracts or whatever. But that
hell
would
no.
be funny. That would be funny. Like we talked about this though, like bringing, like
Yeah,
them bringing her like on baddies and
yeah.
like
Because I
have
feel
them
like
train in the PC or
she
something.
came
That'd be
from
so.
Zeus. Well, she came from Zeus and everything, and part of One More
Yeah.
Chance. I think that'd be nice for her to
Now she's on TV. Like
yeah. So I mean, like, but I don't know if they want to bring her over there in that kind of environment. Like, I don't think Dodie will want that honestly because the subscriptions are gonna go up.
you know who would be there for it? Shawn Michaels.
He love all the drama, the chaos, all of that. So I mean, like, why would he not want any of that to happen?
He
I mean,
definitely
listen, it's
tuned in to Rock
great for
About.
TV. Oh, he girl,
100%.
it's I'm telling you, he like he belong on there. So all right. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I just feel like it's just a lot of shit going on, and I'm not really feeling it at all whatsoever. Chase U is under academic probation. It's just a lot of things going on, and honestly, truly, we just got to get to the bottom of it. Like, that's all I can say. I have nothing else to say at all whatsoever. I'm still a part of Chase University. I'm gonna always be a part. That's my HBCU. I'm gonna ride for them all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is. I don't know who he took that loan from, but Adriana, girl, why you sitting there, spreading dirt on the Dean. What I do feel like, and what I was listening to, what I feel like is that y'all. What I think is that y'all really, really, truly are trying to blackmail my Dean and to say all this stuff here. Because honestly, truly, I feel like he did not do any of this at all whatsoever. Whatever was in that damn envelope is what you're trying to hold against him because you're trying to blackmail him. It's for him to say that this is what he did, and he didn't actually not do that. And when the truth come out, NXT Anonymous, while y'all running around trying to cause more friction between Trick and Mello, this is what you need to be worrying about. The Chase University shit scandal that's going on here. My HBCU would not be treated like this, okay?
Family.
The family. Because the family trying to fuck my dick. We're not doing that. Absolutely not. I refuse. Okay?
I thought it was Duke, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know.
I thought he was doing some shit.
Girl, he might be. I don't put nothing past it, but I do feel like they're blackmailing Chase University, which is the reason why they did win those titles, which is the reason why Miss what her name is, Adriana, whatever.
The cousin?
I don't know. The cousin came out of nowhere, dropped the damn envelope, and then boom, all this shit just started happening. Yeah, we got some snakes around here. We gotta clean y'all out. Get y'all together. So, Lexus King, girl, did he spray paint? Did he do a deep cleanse?
He's hot. Like, I think he's hot, girl.
He is so messy.
It's the fucking dirty ass roots that just
everything. It's so trailer park.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
It's so trailer park. Please not right now, Nikki. Like I know we're NXT Uncut, but we're not that damn Uncut.
I'm gonna do that shit on Saturday when we game.
We are not that damn Uncut. I'm telling you right now. When you honestly know, when you find out exactly what the fuck she was about to say, you're gonna realize why I have an issue with this.
I'm gonna put that shit on my story. Never. What?
I hate everything about it, and I'm so mad that you found that video resurfaced back into your life because we had went months without but I went weeks and months without you saying that. And just because this shit popped up on your algorithm, you gotta bring it back.
That's how
okay.
It's another video too. I can't say I said it on Saturday too, but that shit right there, that make it throb. Okay, honey, that little motherfucking McDonald's ass beer he got, honey. Big loving it, honey. With that dirty ass fucking roots he got in his head, girl. With that whitewash ass blonde, girl, that shit is sexy as hell.
I can't.
Girl, I'm over here quivering.
Well, girl, hold yourself. Okay, get some paper towels. But okay, so let's keep.
Whoa!
Okay, so Lexus King, he basically trying to say like he loves when a plan comes together, whatever. I don't know if he's trying to imply that him and Mello were working together in a sense because he's using hashtag Mello don't miss, hashtag Lexus King don't miss. Please stop, okay? You're pissing me off even more.
He might be partially, I ain't gonna lie. He trying a little. At first it was giving. Now it's not giving. You're trying a little too hard. I'm not gonna lie.
You're not feeling it?
I'm feeling it. Definitely. But I just don't know if he's telling the truth. Like, he looks like a liar. To be honest, to be fair,
look at his face. Look at his damn facial hair. That is a liar.
Yeah. No, I just don't know what to believe. I don't believe Mello. I don't believe Trick. I don't believe Lexus King. I'm so confused, and maybe that's what's like the best part about the story is like I really don't know what the fuck happened. Like it's happening. Like, I don't want to blame Mello, but like at first I'm like, hell yeah, Mello did it. But now I'm just like, hell no. But now I'm just like, it's just,
You were back
I
and
don't want
forth.
to say that I don't care. I do care,
Yeah.
but he's just not. It's like he's forcing something. It's like he's almost trying to force conflict that truly never happened. Like, okay, maybe you did attack. Like maybe Lexus did attack Trick, but are we sure that it was on the hands and on the blood of Mello, or is he just trying to make it seem that way? Like, I mean, obviously he's trying to make it seem that way, but like, is it just him doing that, or is it really truth? Like, that's kind of what confused me tonight when he was talking, because I'm like, you're forcing it a bit. Melo's walking away from the situation a bit. Trick is acting like he knows something that we don't. It's just all three of them. I think they're all in cahoots together.
I feel like Trick may have orchestrated everything just so that he can pinpoint everything to Mello because his shit is thriving, like career wise, things for him are thriving and things are starting to strictly fall for Mello. Like Trick is getting the praise, is on the rise and everything like that, while Mello everything's starting to crumble and fall. And I think that Trick is the one who orchestrated this because he got tired of living in the shadow of Mello because everything was going to Mello. Mello's getting a rub from John Cena, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, blah, blah, shit like that. While Trick is just in the background being a backup dancer, you know what I'm saying? And now that he's getting these opportunities and people are truly starting to fuck with him, it's like, damn, you know what, Mello? I don't need you no more because people are really starting to pay attention to me now. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna get Lexus King to go after you, cause you to miss your opportunity, so I can get my opportunity. And there you have it, folks. How to crack a case 101. Brought to you by Holistic. Speaking of, even before this match here, Trick did approach Mello, and he was just like, you know what, like, this is your last opportunity, like this is your last chance. And I don't know if he was trying to say like this is your last chance to tell me the truth, or this is your last chance to get in this match. Either way, this was Mello's last opportunity, and so he had to go against Eddie Throat, the guy, and Talibate. What?
The guy.
Yeah, that's in between Mello and Tyler.
Coffee.
This man right here. Yeah.
Oh.
Because I can't call him what I want to call him.
Oh, right.
You gotta keep it. I mean, it's uncut. We can't open up a wound here. Trigger warning.
Jesus.
But yeah, so this was the fatal 4-way. Went really well. Eddie got a damn back injury, girl. He landed right on that damn staircase, took him out, and then I don't know. I'm happy. I am extremely happy that Tyler Bate won. In a sense, because I was like anybody but that guy. But I really would have wanted to see Mello be a part of this match, but he got his own issues that he needs to take care of and worry about. And a shout out to Tyler Bate for winning. I'm very happy and excited about that. But there are some people who are not. Braun Breaker in particular who came out. And of course Dijak came out, and then Josh Bridges came out, and then Trick came out, and then it turned into a big brawl between these guys too. And it just seemed like it was a brawl at the brawl, and nobody was definitely letting up at all whatsoever. So happy to see Tyler Bate, even though I feel like this is how I feel like I'm Tyler Bate, and this is how I look standing next to everybody, small as hell. And like I said, it did turn into a big brawl inside of the arena, honey. Also, like I said, Ava is the one who's put herself in this position to make shit happen. And Mello's like, listen, I want a match with Lexus King this Saturday, deadline. I want the match with him. And Ava's like, all right, I hear you. Trick comes in, it's like, did you text Lexus King or not, Mello? I want to know right now. He was like, hell no, I didn't do that. Why would you think I even do that? Like, Trick, you keep, like, you're letting other people get inside your head to pinpoint everything to Mello. That, like, it's starting to feel very, very forceful right now. Like this man saying no, he didn't do it, he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? You're constantly still, antagonizing. I know you're trying to figure out what happened and everything, but you're still on this man's neck. Like you need to calm down a bit, like relax. You know what I'm saying? And so he basically told Mello, he was like, listen, well, Mello's gonna open the show and Trick is gonna close it. The look on Mello's face just like he wasn't feeling it at all whatsoever. And depending on how shit heats up for deadline, it's gonna be a nasty time. I will say that. Speaking of nasty times, uh, we finally get to face with Dragunov and Baron Corbin. And honestly, Baron, he was really, really, really talking his shit tonight. He was really, really doing what he can and what he does best, and that is get inside the head of his opponents. Baron, and I quote, because I had to make sure I had this. He was like, I haven't stopped with the brand changes with COVID. I've been at the top of this business for 8 years, Elia. You're going to lose because your son misses you and you miss your son. You know what I'm saying? He was really, really trying to get into the mind of Dragunov, talking about his family, particularly his sons. Like Dragunov was like, he's not having it, flipping shit over. Like he was truly, truly like, you know, really trying to contain his composure to the point where it felt as if like he was going to like break the fuck out of Baron Corbin. But he just hugged that man and locked on real tight and was like, the only person that can kill the dragon is the dragon. And Baron's face was express like, the fuck did I get myself into? I was like, girl, you talking about you been on the game, you been on top of the game for 8 years. I don't know, honey. Protect your chest. That's all I got to say. You gonna end up like Nathan Frazier trying to looking up at the lights or something. But I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's definitely between. I'm enjoying this feud between these two because it allows Baron to truly be the asshole that he is. And that is what Baron Corbin is known for being. He knows how to get inside the head of his opponents. He's a great talker. Honestly, truly, he really is. I would definitely give him that. But when you're messing with someone who's a lunatic like Dragunov, girl, you better tread lightly. You better tread lightly, honey. He, because once he get into that ring, oh, it's gonna be nasty. I tell you that much. It truly is. So, Nikki, I mean, I know this is your man and everything. Have any thoughts?
I think he did a really great job. I do think that he has the most momentum after what he said because he obviously had Dragunov thinking about a lot of things. And to me, I have to be honest. Dragunov lost a lot of points for me because a real man is never gonna let somebody step on his family, and you let him step one too many times. And I don't know how much you really love and care about your family enough to really keep this title. Cause baby, he dog walked your whole family, and ain't no way in hell Baron Corbin should have walked out of NXT uh free, scot free, as some of us like to call it. There's no way. So Dragunov, I'm starting to question what you really here for. I know you got anger issues and shit like that, but honey, next time somebody dogging out your wife and your kids and shit like that, girl, you need to stand up for yourself because girl, that is disgusting. Okay, you could at least say something about Corbin, but all you worried about is dragon tails. I can't do nothing about that. So you are a phenomenal wrestler, but you don't let this man get in your head. This is the same man that's never even held the world title. You know, this is the same man that people laughed and gagged on about missing the money in the bank. You know, this is the same man that people used to talk shit about. And now this man is in, I don't think it's the biggest match of his career because I still think that him and Melo cooked. Like, that match was just amazing. I don't give a fuck. But I don't know. He really tearing down Dragunov differently. He couldn't get a hold of Melo the way that he's getting a hold of Dragunov. He's really, really into the mind of Dragunov to the point where you don't let this man talk about your family. Nah. Mm-mm. But it
I
just
think
is
it's
what it
all
is. It's
I
time to
think it's
move
all
on.
part of the game. I think it's all a part of like, Dragunov being able to hold his composure because basically what it seemed like to me is I'm gonna let you get all your shit out the night. Okay? I'm gonna let you go home and sleep peacefully. But become Saturday, I'm gonna beat your ass for real. So we'll have to find out. But like I said, the men were closing out the show in a bunch of chaos as per usual, leaving Tyler Bate, his little self, standing tall amongst all of the other gentlemen that would be a part of our Survivor Challenge match. So that's pretty much NXT. Let's go ahead and dive into these predictions for a deadline. On the kickoff show, we have Axiom versus Nathan Frazier. I already know this match is going to be a banger. But I am probably going to go with Axiom on this. I think Nathan Frazier is a fantastic wrestler. I feel like we haven't seen much of Axiom that much either, though. So I'm going to give this my prediction that Axiom is going to win.
I really have no dog in this fight, but I've seen more of Nathan Frazier, and I haven't really seen Axiom as much. So I do think that Nathan Frazier will probably get the win. I'm gonna go Nathan Frazier only because they kind of have been booking him stagnant. Like he's a phenomenal wrestler. There's no reason this man shouldn't be the one to get the North American Championship bout. But that's just me. But I'm gonna go Nathan.
Me, Axiom, Nikki, Nathan. All right. We got Dragunov versus Baron Corbin for the NXT championship. I mean, of course, I'm gonna go Dragunov. Like, I feel like like I said, Baron has allowed him definitely did what he could to get inside the mindset of Dragunov and everything. But I definitely feel like Dragunov will come out with the victory. He's going to be a great match. I will say that their feud has been really good. But I do feel like Dragunov is going to continue this reign as champion.
I'm gonna go. I don't know. This to me is such up in the air. I have no fucking idea. But I'm gonna go Corbin because I'm loyal. Bad bitches love Corbin. But I don't know because if he wins, Santana knows she will not hear. Like,
I might show up Saturday.
We might have to cancel. Like, we might only do Final Resolution. We might not even do an NXT post show.
I'm like, you know what? I need a break. I can't. I was there. I was there when bitches were cheering for this man.
Oh man,
that shit was the nastiest thing I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. It was great though, but only because they were not fucking with Gable Stevens.
Yeah, poor that man. But I was happy because when the fuck have I've never seen Corbin wrestle. That was my first time, and for me to be in Texas and he was getting cheered was just like the most.
I hate everything about
the greatest thing in my life, and I've been with Corbin since the beginning. Like literally, I fucking love the man. Like love. Everybody knows. Like when we first got into the group, we were naming men, and I was like, and everybody's like, "Why the fuck do you like Corbin?" And this is why. It was more of an attraction thing too, though. It's the way y'all like Roman and he can't wrestle.
Ooh, that's a big Oh,
not you. We definitely. All my niggas ain't Roman.
Well, I need a shirt that says.
No, for real. Bad bitches hate Roman.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do that though. Y'all not gonna do that though. Y'all not ready for that cup of tea because that's a shirt I want endorse and wear faithfully. Every time he comes on the screen,
he won't be here long.
He not. It's about that time anyway. You know, but all right. So I'm Dragunov. Nikki is Baron.
Yes.
Dominic Mysterio versus Dragon Lee. Of course, Rhea's gonna be ringside, and Rey Mysterio is gonna be ringside as well. This is hard because I like Dirty Dom, and I do like Dragon Lee as well. But because I am a part of the Judgment Day,
Oh, you want Dom?
I don't want to go Dom.
Same. I just don't want Dragon Lee to be champion. That's all. Not right now.
No, I feel like depending on how Friday goes will determine how Saturday is gonna go. Maybe, but
and I ain't gonna lie, a Rey Mysterio rub does nothing for me. So,
it does something for me.
It does you worse in my book.
I don't think so.
No, in my book.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Girl, I waited on the day for Dominic to beat his daddy ass.
And what did you do when that happened? You walked away at the moment that was made for you. The moment that was made for you.
Fucking shower. I would never forgive myself for doing no dumb ass shit like that. I waited almost a year. It was damn near like 9 months. I feel like I was carrying a motherfucking baby.
Nikki came back and was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Yeah, you ran off. You should have stayed."
I honestly thought Dom would never pull the trigger. Honestly.
I think Nikki got tired of sitting and waiting because every time
it
felt like a moment where he could turn, it didn't happen. And the finally moment that it does when she decides to walk away, it was crazy. It was like, damn, you can't, you just had to be there. I'm so sorry.
Mickey James, 20 years this man been in the game. 20. Don't you ever forget it, Mickey. Dominic is 20 years in the game. He's a veteran.
This man can retire right now.
NXT.
He can retire right now and be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, definitely.
He's been in this
off the grid. Dominic,
man was his first ladder match.
He has the best frog splash in the business.
He does. He is 20 years. That man been in this business for 20 years.
20 years.
20 years. Okay. That man was in his first match with his father and Eddie. Ladder match.
Stipulation.
Okay? He was on the line. All right, so we're both gonna go Dominic. All right, now the men's Iron Survivor match. Not Baron, but Braun Breaker, Trick Williams, Dijak, Josh Briggs. I can finally remember his damn name, and Tyler Bate. Wow, this is stupid. This is hard. I would want Tyler Bate, of course, because that's where my loyalty lies to win. But I feel like for shits and giggles, they would, depending on if someone gets involved in this match, if someone doesn't get involved in this match, Trick might win.
Did Zoe Stark win last year? Who won last year for the women?
Who?
Zoe Stark.
Don't quote me.
I can't remember who won for the women.
Do not quote me on that.
I'm going Braun Breaker for obvious reasons. None of them.
I was right there.
Thank you for that.
None of these.
And yes, I'm taking a jab. None of these men equate to the star power that Braun Breaker has. And you can clip this too. Braun Breaker is who y'all think that ugly ass Wardlow is. Okay? I'm tired of y'all. Y'all be wanting to make this an AEW versus WWE thing? Let's do it. Braun Breaker is clearing Wardlow. Mike, wrestling, all that shit. I'm tired of y'all and these big, meaty men and shit. Braun is the fucking truth. Period. And he gonna win. Yeah. Look at Joseph. Me and Joseph being on the same team tonight. That's crazy.
I think they only like Wardlow plays eye candy too.
Girl, Wardlow is a fucking loser.
I can do about that.
He's a loser.
I still don't know who's going to be the person that joins on Friday.
Braun is the biggest and most believable, like big meaty men in the game right now. Star power. They are not. None of those others are clear. And I will name drop. I ain't got no problem. I'm talking about Wardlow. I'm talking about Hobbs. I'm talking about Who else did I put on that list? I know those two for a fact, but they ain't touching Braun, bro. Y'all want a war, bro? I'm putting Braun on the team. He gonna clear. He clearing bad. Y'all ain't building stars in AEW. You heard what the fuck Jay said. So I'm just saying, Ricky Starks, if you ready, baby, you can come on home too with your fine ass. Cause we got room over here in WWE, baby, especially in the motherfucking uncut. Yeah. Come on to the PC.
I mean, how much room do we have? Like, is it like wide? Like, is it like a
I'm gonna
a
have to
lot of room? Like, are we spreading out the room?
Storage.
Like, is it spread like
You're wide as a bald eagle.
like a spear, size of a spear?
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
A weapon?
No, that's like, the shape of like, like your objects, like, triangle, rectangles. Okay, so let's just move on. I'm gonna go
heterosexual. I don't know. But yeah, Ricky, come on home, baby. We love you,
Ricky. Okay. Well,
but yeah, I went Braun. Who did you go, Tyler Bate?
I went Tyler Bate, but I do feel like they will probably do Trick if there are no interruptions.
Whole times is gonna be Briggs.
Girl, this shit gonna piss me off.
Oh,
I'm not gonna let this blue collar man come up in here, roll hat, and all that stuff. There, like, no. Well, there's that. All right, on to the women. Well, before we get there, allegedly it's supposed to be Mello and Lexis King. I'm rocking with Mello. That's where my loyalty lies.
I'm going Lexis King.
Okay, got that out the way. All right, because I mean, there's no graphic for that yet as of right now, from my understanding. So it could happen. It could not happen.
It better happen.
If it happens, that's who we're going for. Okay. Now we have Roxanne versus Kiana James in a steel cage match.
They've been fighting, but you know where I'm going.
Yeah, I want to go Kiana as well. I feel like Kiana needs this victory, man. Like, Kiana, she needs something, Roxanne, you have your feuds and you get your victories or whatever, but with Kiana, I think this is something that's really, really need to push Kiana up a little bit more, because you both did ruin your opportunities to even be a part of our Survivor Challenge match. And so, I mean, why not have her beat Roxanne? I think it works better. It's a must. She deserves it.
Time for Roxanne to go to the Royal Rumble, lose, find her spot on the main roster, and just chill out for a minute until she beats Io or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna put her as a Bailey.
She ain't beating Rhea, mama.
Hell, listen.
If she beat Rhea, that'd be crazy as hell.
That's like, all right, y'all are crazy as hell. I'm not gonna believe that. That's like equivalent to
shout out to Kiana, honey. Period. Clear.
All right, so I feel like this here is gonna be a tough one because I feel like this is what we have for our NXT Women's Division. Kalani Jordan, Last Legend, Tiffany Stratton, Blair Davenport, Fallon Henley. For the Women's Iron Survivor match. This could go either way.
This could go so much. Like, what's crazy is this could literally go to Kalani because she lost.
Yeah.
Like, this could go this could go to Blair, who's a former champion. Tiffy could be on her way to becoming a 2-time champion. Fallon needs this more than anybody. And Lash is literally showing that she's the biggest star in this match. And I don't know. Personally, I'm going with Tiffy because out of everyone, there's a reason why, and this does not apply for the men, but there's a reason why everyone's behind Tiffany. A former NXT champion. She knows what it takes. That's the difference between a lot of the women in NXT. Tiffany Stratton knows what it takes to be a star and be a champion. That's the difference. And I think that that's going to carry her easily to win. Now,
Mhm.
if they give it to someone like Fallon and Kalani, I'm going to be a little upset because it's going to be. I felt that Lyra could beat Becky, but I know a lot of people didn't think. But I don't think that Kalani and Fallon, on top of Lola Vice and all that
Yeah.
shit, I just don't think that there's no way that those two, like Kalani or Fallon, win, because if they do, they're a layup. In my opinion, I'm going to be very honest. You become a layup. But then if you get Tiffany to win, or even a Blair or a Lash, Lola could have her match and do whatever the hell she's going to do. And that still leaves room to build, like you've already built these three. With Kalani and Fallon, if you give them the win, I feel like people are going to be expecting that match like on a regular given NXT, right? But with Tiffany and Lash and Blair, I just feel like it could go much more longer, and then possibly even turn into a triple threat with the winner of this match, Lola and Lyra. But I don't think Lyra's gonna. The only person that I'm believing that could actually have a chance with beating Lyra is Tiffany.
Because she already
Everyone
beat
else
her. She literally
late,
beat her for the NXT tournament.
literally,
Literally
literally.
beat her.
Fine.
So like in the finals, she literally beat Laura for this opportunity to become NXT Women's Champion. Now, if they wanted to, if Tiffany did win and they wanted to run that back, now the roles reversed. Laura is champion, going in as champion, where at the time they both went in as just contenders,
It'll be a good
to be
story.
crowned at. So there's still that story there, to say that because like Tiffany lost her title to Becky, but Laura beat Becky.
That's
She
a
can say
lot.
that, well, I did something that you couldn't do. You lost to
Exactly.
Becky twice. I fought her one time and won. We're not the same
We are not
type
the same.
shit. If she wanted to run that route, you know.
She could.
But if Tiffany does win, I would not be mad at it. But it's hard to say because I do like Kalani. I do like Fallon. I like all of these women in here. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, there is a rumor. There is alleged speculations that
Save my bitch for vengeance. Not
no,
right now. Let my girl.
she's coming.
Fuck.
She's coming.
I hope she doesn't cost Roxanne. I hope she screws over Blair or like screw. Well, Nikita gonna do
I
that.
think she's gonna. I think her and Roxanne gonna be back together.
Oh God, that's
And then Roxanne's gonna be a heel,
that's disgusting.
and
I'm just,
they're gonna cause Kiana the damn match.
I'm just gonna wait till Saturday.
Well, we'll
I
figure
hope
it out today.
because they said
For
the
me,
same thing. People said the same thing about Core J showing up with Rhea. It never happened. So I'm just gonna hope that this is just another one of those. Cause no, save her for vengeance. Cause that's her baby. That should be Core Jade's like immediate return. Like vengeance coming back to get what's rightfully hers. Right now, I feel like it's just too early. There's too many women, and Nikita's back. There's just, and I'm not worried about her placement. But
yeah.
Corey comes back, she's taking a spot from a Kalani Jordan or a Fallon. Like she's gonna
Mm-hmm.
take that. She's gonna take a spot from Lash. She's gonna take a spot from Belair. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like
Yeah.
right now I don't want her to come in and take people's spots either. But she got some. She got some revenge.
I mean, damn, we get CM Punk and we get Corey. The fuck?
Crazy.
Who's next? I'm gonna go Blair Davenport on this. Because I actually do fuck with Blair. I think
Yeah.
that girl is. I watch her NXT UK, and that girl is absolutely amazing inside the ring.
Yeah.
Lad girl, if you win, that'll be great as well. You know what I'm saying? But I think that with this one here, this is definitely a toss up. Honestly, who you really can't put your finger on exactly who could win because like with like I didn't the way that Grayson Waller came in and grabbed like 2 victories within like the first seconds that he was in that damn match, let me know every fucking thing I needed to know about what this Iron Survivor Challenge was. Because nobody was expecting that shit at all.
Waller cleared bad.
Like, there was nobody expecting that. So going into deadline period, it's open mind for me. Like
Yeah.
we may have made our predictions and everything, but I'm gonna go in like, listen, whatever happens, happens. I'm definitely just gonna be more so here for it. But that brings us to the end of NXT and of course our prediction show. And everything like that. It was fun. It was great. We will have a post show for Deadline as well on Saturday because we are doing a double special. We have Impact Wrestling's Final Resolution, and we have NXT Deadline post show that we will be doing. It's gonna be great. I'm telling you, it's gonna be quite interesting. This is the last review for Impact of the year. Same thing with NXT, last one for the NXT as well. Girl, well, I mean, I did send that to you, so you can.
Ooh, I done seen this. My third time seeing this.
Oh my god, yeah. So also we will be back for Impact post show where we go to Mexico. You know. Arriba and all that stuff there, put on my damn sombreros or whatever.
It's gonna be a good card too.
It does. So we're definitely going to discuss that and also give our predictions for Final Resolution 2. And then we'll be back on Saturday for both of those pay-per-views. It's gonna be double duty. Like Joseph said, double shot on Saturday for Final Deadline Resolution.
Right.
We know the card so Santana could do her cool graphics. Oh, thank you, Joseph. I am so behind. I have not even started. I know what I want to do. It's just all about making sure that it's executed the way I need to. I've never done 2 pay-per-views in the same week for graphics or, our little special intro that I do and everything. So that's something that that's going to be work cut out for me. So instead of napping after work, I'm going to actually do some other work. Knocked out. But yeah, so we thank you guys so much for hanging out with us here for NXT Uncut. We'll be back on Thursday for Impact Wrestling. Shout out to Battleground Podcast as always for having us in here, the Shakers Den. Follow our socials, follow Battleground socials, follow our Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, etc. And we will see you guys back on Thursday for Impact Wrestling. Have a great night, everybody.